of course, it's my observation.
No, I think it's a very appropriate thing. See, whether you need to change or not sustain, it's not for the designer to answer. That's a demand placed on the designer, right? So whether you need 6 new products or 16 new products is a demand of society. That is not part of the design exercise. That is,
It is the demand of industry.
industry and society, because society demands from industry and industry services. So whichever way, whether society or industry, it's outside the purview of the design question. The design question then is how to deliver onto it. It's like, I mean, there's this famous poem which said, "Ours not to reason why." So whether it's needed 6 times or 16 times is not the question which you need to get entangled with. The question is, if it is asked that way, how do we deliver onto it?
Mr. Chandra, can we look at it the other way, like when you're talking about sustainable design, can we look at sustainable business models wherein you don't have to churn out products every 6 months, and it also can complement sustainable design at the same point? Why can't that happen?
No, again, that's my point, that yes, if you can sustain, great, but if you're asked for a design out there, your responsibility is to provide and meet the design requirement. So when my customer says, I want something which is sweet and good, I don't ask him, why do you want sweet, take salt? Right? Yes, sometimes I might query him, saying, what really do you mean by sweet? But I don't say, no, no, sorry, in my mind I can give sweet, sweet is better in my mind, and therefore you'd better accept sweet. Similarly, there's nothing which says you can always tell a customer that, look, sweet is not good for your health, have something else. Simply you can say a sustainable design, value it more. Absolutely. But if despite that input, the end user wants a design which needs to change every 6 months, so be it.
Adding on to his question, so when you say that we have to meet the requirement, so it means to say we need not have to take a bigger cause into account. Is that what the industry is looking for, or is it only the profits and the sales which?
No, it's not about industry or profits, because this is what the consumer is asking for. So industry is not saying change every 6 months, etc., etc. Similarly, as an individual, I may want to make a sustainable design, but then I'm satisfying myself, and I have no hesitation saying I'm doing this design to satisfy myself. So there's no problem. If I want to champion a bigger cause, I certainly can and will. But championing that cause is not meeting somebody else's brief. Then I'm meeting my brief, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I may believe in the cause of sustainable design because it conserves resources, and I believe in conserving resources, and I will take it up. So that's a different dimension. I'm doing that to live up to a cause which I value, and not necessarily with the design brief values.
Right.
So I think in some sense, what is being said here, and I think we need to understand that, it is not really the job of the, or let me not say it is not the job, but it cannot be the purview of only the designer to change the entire way of thinking of society, which is consuming and demanding those products and services, or the industry, which is then catering to that demand and supplying those products and services. Right? It cannot be. There may be areas and ways in which you influence that thinking to say, can I now, within the boundaries given to me, within the constraints given to me, make something that is more sustainable. Right? However, you cannot demand to say, I will not work on design unless it is sustainable at all. Or that society should not consume a product if it is not sustainable. Or industry should not manufacture a product unless it is sustainable. Because that is not something that you can decide, define and mandate, unless you're the government or something like that. Right? Where you say, unless plastic bags have a thickness of micron 40 or over, you cannot have plastic bag being carried. So what are the options now that people do? They either anyway pay and buy plastic bags, or they actually now carry paper bags. Right? Are paper bags any more environmental friendly than plastic bags? If you ask me in person, I would say paper bags are worse. Because most likely you come back, the paper bag tears anyway, you throw it off in the dustbin, you're going to use another paper bag the next time. Given the way I use plastic bags, possibly the moment it degrades a little bit, it becomes the dustbin bag. right? So finally have an end use for it, right? So in my opinion, plastic bags are more sustainable than paper bags. Now, that's my opinion, but anyway, right? So Neeraj, in some sense, I've tried to kind of set the context again, that it's not necessarily something that flows downward from the designer. It is a demand that you're satisfying right from down from society and consumer upward into the industry, right? And I'm sure Professor Nadkarni has completely differing views.
Of course, I do not agree with him 100%, 200%. Paper bag, you can throw it and it integrates with the soil. You have seen now, you go on the roads all over Bangalore, you will find millions and millions of plastic bags lying on the streets and everywhere. There is not a place left. Even in farmers and farming and everywhere, you'll find all those things. If just imagine this would have been paper bags, it would again merge with the soil, isn't it? So, I think use paper bags. Even though he comfortable plastic bag, let him use the plastic bag. I will give my plastic bag also to him.
Thank you so much. But then I'll look at this whole concept of sustainable design from two aspects, right? Professor Nadkarni addressed it from biodegradability and disposal. I'm looking at it from the process and the cost involved in manufacturing. So when I look at paper, the number of trees that you cut down, the amount of water that you consume and so on, possibly exceeds the natural resources that you have used to process plastic. So I was coming in from the beginning of the process, while Professor Nadkarni, of course, and very rightly is talking of the impact of plastic as you go forward in life, right? So I think in some sense sustainability is also the beginning, it's also the end, right?
Have you seen any bag with very high quality drawing paper and sort of? Most of the paper bags are used by newspapers and all those waste material.
Correct. So I think he was referring to the fact that it's recycled. Paper itself is recycled.
Cut to make this.
So then I'll possibly step back. I'll continue to use my plastic bags. But in any case, any other question? Thank you so much, Professor Nadkarni. Neeraj, thank you so much for joining in this panel.